how bad it is. I just want to be very clear. None of you understand how bad it is, which is why BalloonBoy said blasters ain't it, dog, and then swap to the Devil Jin where he can really fit into current meta.
So if I'm BalloonBoy in this matchup, I feel like I would prefer Bo because it does. Whoa. I've got to stop talking. But
it's so hard to get stocks like that.
Of the GC NSIG to get back onto the stage. This is why BalloonBoy loves Zariel. This is why he loves Devil Jin. Your GC signature options, so many of them are amazing recovery tools.
Expecting BalloonBoy or Monihalla to go high there, which is why the neutral signature came out from BalloonBoy. But yeah, the gauntlet part of this is going to be really difficult because playing gauntlets into Greatsword is so tough. That is a terrible matchup for gauntlets, which is probably why you saw him swap over to the bow. Gives you so much more range. You get threaded with D-Light in the spaces where Monihalla wants to threaten with Sidelight, but okay. Nice. BalloonBoy jumping out of there into safety, but not before eating a good amount of damage. Now the question is, can he get this KO Imugi? That's quite a hefty boy. The neutral is not going to be enough. Dude, the weapon toss that went slow, arcing, and high. Monihalla dodged it, but he almost went into the GC D-Light that BalloonBoy had. It seemed like a perfect setup. The recovery is still not enough. That recovery is not going to be enough either. They keep going blow for blow. The GC D-Light into the recovery was not able to combo. Nice. Avoids the D-Sig. Amazing optimal punish, beautifully spaced. Nicely done, man. Now, he knew he could go for the in-light, not a KO move in the normal kit for gauntlets anymore after it got nerfed, you know, several patches ago. But he knew how much damage was added up on Monihalla, so he was safe going in with that. Didn't have to go anything any crazier. He went for the GC D-Sig like off screen to try to steal the stock off the top. He did get punished for it, but put out a little bit of damage, so he's still in a good spot. Has the lead for sure. He's going to be looking for this next weapon spawn. It comes right on top of him. Oh, Monihalla, he's so creative, especially when he pushes his opponent over the edge. That is when you got to get so creative with your follow-ups. He goes out there looking for the recovery, not going to be able to connect. BalloonBoy was down a little bit too low, whiffs that NSIG. That is going to be a nice whiff punish. Tries to go for the immediate sidelight finisher and does not find it. Now, unfortunately for BalloonBoy, when he has bow, like the neutral signature is going to be a regular thing that you can just like throw out and hoping to grab it. But it can be tough if your opponent is like a greatsword player. They want to control the ground. They want to stay very grounded. So you can't just throw it out and catch someone jumping like you might with other weapons. Why did he put himself off stage like that? But he lands with the neutral, caught himself stacked on Monihalla. Is the second neutral going to KO? It is not. It's so difficult being bow, and it's so difficult fighting against Imugi. But if I'm Monihalla, I'm feeling good and alive. BalloonBoy is like his damage number at the end of this game is going to be so high. I think he's definitely putting out 200 plus damage per stock. I'm gonna just make a strong guess right now and say it's over 215 average damage per stock, and it's partially because of the stage. Like he's looking for those neutral airs on this stage. They're not gonna KO as early like we talked about with World's End. Oh my gosh, that was amazing horizontal coverage. He avoids the D-Sig. He's able to get the stage spike. BalloonBoy goes for the recovery instead of the ground pound. I felt like he was in a perfect position for it. I'm so surprised. In-light comes out, then the backup sidelight. That's so normal. He did it right there again. The exact same thing, except he delayed the sidelight. In-light whiff, backdash, and then throw out the sidelight. Sidelight recovery, not enough to do it. He goes through the exhausted, but it's not going to be enough either. The D-Sig comes out, but finally the recovery doesn't be able to, but that's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, with gauntlets, the biggest thing that you're looking for is either early edge guards or KOing off the top with sidelight recovery. And the times BalloonBoy went for it, it just did not actually finish it off the top. So we're seeing the switch on the stage here. Monihalla looking a lot more comfortable in this opening right now. Okay, D-Sig catching BalloonBoy dashing in. He's holding onto the stage. He's spacing out these sidelights. He goes for the immediate finisher. BalloonBoy is down so deep. Is this going to be the edge guard? Oh, he was ready for it. He touched the side of the stage. He got all of his jumps back. Monihalla's been doing such a... GC D-Sig. There's the ground pound. That's huge. Hitting that in orange, it feels like it's almost always a guaranteed edge guard. You even see the gravity cancel emote there at the end. Except he's not using it in quite the same way as he did last time, where it was very patronizing. It was like, yeah, man, you got me. Good job. And then into losing the game. That could very well still be a patronizing one. We don't know the mentality of Monihalla. But right now, he is a stock down, and he needs to get this KO. So you axe. How do you get this KO? Amazing question. A landing side a D-Sig perhaps. You know, you'll need a couple more end-lights. It's difficult being axe, you know. You don't get a KO confirmed, man. I can't even imagine being an axe player in the video game Brawlhalla. That'd be so tough. He whips the side sig as well. BalloonBoy, he is still hanging onto the stock, and he is getting so much extra credit. It can be so difficult getting back onto the stage against Bo. Very safe to do. Eats the recovery. It's still not going to be enough. Small fortress, baby. Not helping him out there.
Goes through the weapon toss. The downer just slightly mistimed as Monihalla able to touch the side of the stage and gets himself back on safely. Even BalloonBoy didn't expect that GCD light to connect.
Yeah, he didn't feel confident enough to then follow up with the recovery after. Nice ground pound, even the dodge up from BalloonBoy. The timing on that was fantastic.
And now he is sitting here 3 stocks to 1. He is looking amazing. Lands with the side, jumps looking for another one. Sidelight, and then Monihalla with a GC sidelight.
He goes for the sidelight finisher, which you get when you gravity cancel.
That's so good at low damage because the sidelight doesn't send you that far away, and so Bo is like, oh, you're gonna dodge. I want to get this D-light. I want to get another sidelight, and so Monihalla just kind of threw that back in his face.
Didn't get the second nail. Oh, that interrupted the recovery, but Monihalla kept falling after that, so BalloonBoy had plenty of room to get back up.
They're both giving each other a lot of respect.
Scary. He did get hit, so we're not going to get the exclamation points coming out if he went over to the wall. The double. I feel like I've never seen that before. We got to see him swap over to the bow. Oh, or he's just going to go Dunk City, baby!
He got signature usage that got him punished. He switched off to the Greatsword, and then it took the GC sidelight, which is very unconventional, I have to say. We're going into game 3.
Speaking of unconventional, we have a Mako on our screen. We got the Shark here. I know there were definitely like people in chat asking for people to play Mako. We've seen like all of the Greatsword legends this weekend. We've seen Magyar, now we've seen Mako, we saw Jae-Yun, and we saw Amugi.
Yes.
And like 3 of them have been from Monihalla alone.
So this is going to be interesting. Mako is known for what? Being a glass cannon. Whole lot of speed, whole lot of force, not a whole lot of defense, but an amazing signature kit. That being said, BalloonBoy, the recovery not enough to KO. Monihalla finding just an unarmed recovery of his own, being nice and patient, not immediately picking up the weapon because BalloonBoy was covering it. He backs off for a second. He's looking for the D-Light. He finds it, but does he have the Katari combos? Does he have them? And Light, neutral, just really safe?
So we'll see if there's any matchup inexperience here for BalloonBoy on dealing with the signatures that Mako has, because some of them can be a little bit weird. Some of them are a little bit maybe bigger than you expect, as like the tidal wave comes across the stage, or the way you can steer.
Optimal,
nice.
Optimal. GC sights it to be able to punish a slide-off desync?
No matchup inexperience, I think is going to be a problem at all whatsoever here for BalloonBoy.
Oh, Monihalla, he's just looking for any way to get this KO, just falling after the desync, so he doesn't get hit by the side. He gets the neutral. He gets another one. That is still not enough. He needs a downer into a neutral. He needs a recovery. He needs anything, but he has not been able to get close enough to BalloonBoy.
We've seen nothing yet inherent to Mako that he is able to really utilize here against BalloonBoy. I'm specifically really talking about the signatures. He's going to eat that ground pound. The weapon toss, even though the toss came up to act as the wall from BalloonBoy, he expected that coming, so he threw his weapon down that would go through the weapon toss and hit Monihalla on the head, giving him a 2-stock lead. I'm so curious why it was the Mako switch here instead of the Jae-Yun earlier. Jae-Yun is just a better legend.
Well, we'll just have to find out. Right now, again, we haven't seen that much Mako stuff. He is actually opting to stay on the Katars here, so, you know, you can get a lot of early percent damage as long as you get that initial opening. You need that D-Light, you need that side light, you need that dodge read, but he's not finding it. The neutral wasn't delayed.
It's only been like single hits, and even those have been very few and far between. Many of his misses have been getting punished. Like, okay, he found a nair. He's not able to find juggling nairs. There's 2.
There's 2, but that's not what Katars should be doing. He's picking it back up. The Katars was primed.
He's playing Katars like Daiku did in 2018, where he tweeted out like, yo, y'all gotta see my Katars, they're crazy.
And like recovery.
And then it's just Nair City.
Oh, he tries to go for the side sig. That is the big Mako stuff, but none of it has connected yet. BalloonBoy finding a side sig of his own, bouncing on the stage. Katars on hand. He goes through the side air. Down air?
Great down air.
Is that the stock?
That's the stock.
Wow.
That's it for him right there. Unarmed down air. The unarmed haters out there definitely not feeling that one.
Okay, Monihalla, it is time. If you want to keep your bracket run alive, you got to do what you do best, which is put him into the GS blender. Does he have it?
No, he does not have it. That is going to be a victory as I see slow.